Yeah, okay, there we go. I think it's because Krosis is deafened.
This you moron! Alright, so we're good now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes, we are.
Like, we're on.
Yes, we are.
Okay, alright, I'm gonna go start. Alright, so as I've been trying to do for God knows how many times now, technical difficulties, sorry. Hello, anybody watching this stream, and today we're just gonna talk about our 5-year anniversary. We've been at this since 5 years. That's 2018, I want to say, right?
Yep, 2018.
Yep.
All right, so 5 years of the traditional stars. We figured we'd do a little anniversary podcast, and we've actually got some topics we'd like to introduce to you guys. And sorry, I'm having flashbacks over here. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and start. All right, so the first topic we got. Okay, so I'm gonna be asking this to all the members here, and I'll answer it myself in the end. All right, so first question we have is about yourself and what led you to become a member of the traditional stars. I think it's only fair that we start with Shadow, considering he's one of the 2 founding members. Do you want to go ahead and answer that?
Okay. So, all right. So basically, like, I was just being a normal machinima by myself, just working on my series Smash region and whatnot. And then, I came across, these machinima groups like Virtual Smash and Digital Shadows. And I was like, man, I like how they're all working together. And so I was like, maybe I should just create a group of my own or something like that. And so, like, I went to my friend Nathaniel, because he's the other founding member. I went to him and asked him, so, like, do you want to make a machinima group with me, and maybe we can build something together? And he was like, oh, okay, yes. Like, at first he was like, he just went along with it. And then, we began to, like, come up with names and whatnot. And I'll be honest with you, like, the name that I came up with at first, it was terrible. Like it was basically like, I mean, it was still traditional stars and whatnot, but it was
the original name.
So traditional stars is terrible then.
No, what I'm saying
what was the original name?
It was still traditional stars, but I added a word in between it. I called it traditional Smash Stars, and I thought that was cringy as fuck. So I decided to like cut out the word Smash, and there we go, traditional stars. And it kind of took me a while to come up with that name because I wanted to come up with something that was like similar to digital, but a little more original. So I call it traditional and whatnot. And the reason I called it stars, well, I mean, I kind of want us to grow big in our own way, to have some fun and whatnot. And so after
in my classroom, we are all stars. We are all winners.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
And then, ever since that, we've been doing our own thing and whatnot, and here we are now, I mean, that's...
I mean, not 2013, 2023.
2023, yep, that's pretty much, how it is for me.
Hey, are you a time traveler?
No, I'm sorry, that was my mistake.
That's Metro's thing, isn't it?
Yes.
No,
about me. Right. What about you?
Yeah, but that's pretty much it for me. That's pretty much how I became a member. I was just inspired by other groups and wanted to make my own. Technically, since Goat was the next member and Blaze was right after Goat, I say we should probably go to Blaze now because he's enough.
Oh yeah, can we get an F in the chat for GoatTamer? He is still in this food coma. God knows how long later.
Yes, man.
What was in that fridge?
Can we get an F in the chat for GoatTamer?
Year, man. A year.
Yep, that fridge, man. That fridge.
It's been a good old year, man. As a matter of fact, when you think about it, it's been 2 years since Goat was actually like in the video. When you think about it.
Yeah.
We're trying to fix that going forward.
Time flies.
Yeah.
Time does fly, man.
Was it really 2 years? Holy crap.
Yeah, it's been
since SmashWonders.
I'm just going to draw a name from a imaginary hat here. I'm going to say Metro.
No, Blaze. Blaze is next.
Blaze is technically the fourth member.
Fourth.
No.
Yeah, fourth.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Well, I don't know. I was just drawing a name randomly, but but for the sake of staying in order, we'll have a Blaze order. All right, so Blaze, what led you to become a member of this team? And tell us a little bit about yourself that led up to it.
Well, most likely I just joined because, well, it's called the stick around and be your friends to do content with, and I just thought it'd be fun and all. And oh boy,
That's okay. Take your time. Take your time.
Take your time, bro.
yeah. I actually got nothing because oh shoot.
It's all right, bro.
It's
all
all
right.
good, bro.
It's all good. I mean, hey,
Just your personal
we
thoughts.
all go through it. I mean, is this like? Never mind. Just remember-
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Okay. So who's after? If I were to really think, Sario, you're technically next.
No,
You're
Metro's
technically
next. Metro is next.
Oh, Max.
Yep. It's me.
It's
Max, what's good?
Metro, you're next.
It's
Tell us
me.
about yourself, bro.
Metro.
Yo, blueberry hair.
Anyway,
Blue raspberry swirl. Can you tell I'm hungry?
Yes.
yeah, we can tell. Well, I guess.
All right, so
yeah, go ahead. What's the question?
the question was basically tell us a little bit about yourself and what led you to become a member of this team.
Well, knowing me, I'm just a guy that loves making videos and shit. So I'm like, I've been doing this for like over 10 years, like making videos and about. And the thing is, when it comes to like machinima stuff, is like I've been there. It felt like I've been there since 2008. So I knew what Smash King was. I knew what like face hands and all that jazz. And when I saw that, I'm like, bro, that's so cool. I wish I can do that stuff. And then it's like once high school, like my senior year came in, that's when I finally decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna try and do that. And what do you
And you did
know? I had speech class, and we gotta do a presentation about how to do certain some things. And I was like, you know what? I'm a gamer. I'm about to make it like a little thing about how to do these combos, and I just took off from there. So all this shit happened because of a speech project. That's funny, but I think we'll levy into this into this team. It was not easy. That's for sure. At least for me, because it's like I had a bad history when it comes to like groups like these, like YouTube groups or any other type of groups, because normally when things gets going, it falls off pretty fast, and I ended up like leaving or disbanding because inactivity and stuff. But something just clicked with this thing, like, hey, these people, they love the machinima just like I do. I think, you know what, I'll give it another chance to just be in front of a group, and hopefully it'll like stay. And the fact we've been doing this for 5 years, I'm like, you know what, hey, I'm home. This is home right now, bro. I'm happy where I'm at. I love beating these fuckers, man. I call them brothers in arms. Like, I don't see myself anytime soon.
Oh man, we love you too, bro. We love you too.
Yeah. We make shit talk to each other all the time. Brandon, we're always family.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
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 Yeah. Now then, my brother in class, Sario.
Oh my God. Okay. So basically, where I was before the traditional stars, I was kind of, I kind of knew what Smash Machinima was because I was introduced to it in high school because of a friend, and like I was like, like he wasn't like even a real gamer, but he was like super into the machinima stuff. So he showed me some. He showed me specifically Smash and stuff, and I was like, hey, that's kind of cool. And it's like the more I grew as a Nintendo fan, the more I wanted to do it myself. And it got to a point where eventually it was like, all right, I want to do this. I want to make a machinima, and I wanted to be different from anyone else's, and it was going to be about Little Mac, and and so that's what I did. I just went and did that. It was very hard because I've never done anything like it. Because like growing up, I love telling stories, and so I think machinima was kind of like the next evolution to that. Because I would always like draw comics and stuff like that. So, and I've always wanted to get into film. So this was just kind of like my entry point into that.
Sorry, I'm gonna stop you right there real quick because if I check the stream, I think it stopped.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it stopped.
Refresh it.
All right. Refresh it to make sure everything's fine.
Yeah, it's still playing.
Okay.
Cool. All right, you're good. Go ahead.
Okay, but yeah, that whole high school up to when I graduated was like just a whole learning curve for me in the whole machinima field and stuff. And I've always been interested in joining a group because I've seen the group. I saw the Smashing 13 and I saw like Virtual Smash. I was like, that's a neat idea. Because even before like I even knew about machinima, I've always wanted to be like part of a YouTube group. I even had one. I created one myself that didn't go anywhere, like Metro. We put out a few videos, but that was about it. We did nothing. And so when Shadow asked me to voice for his little skit for Bowser, and then later asked if I wanted to be part of the traditional stars, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I was bummed out because I wanted to be part of the Smashing 13. But
shit.
But I'm glad I joined the traditional stars because I saw you guys' little intro thing. It was like, I could vibe with these guys. He's like, I like what's going. I like the whole intro idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and there's a lot that could go on with that.
What?
And I'm also be real. I didn't care for a lot of y'all at all.
That happens.
Some people.
It always happens at first, before.
I didn't want nothing to do with any of y'all. Like, even though I joined, I was just gonna be in my own little field. But the more I got to know you guys, I was like, okay, I could vibe with these guys. I could vibe with these. And yeah, and now here we are, 5 years later, no regrets.
No regrets.
I feel like this was the best decision I made because outside of this team, man, I didn't really think I wanted to be part of anything else. And I'm kind of glad I made this on my own. Seeing how far this went, 5 years later.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh boy.
And it's
made so much progress over the years too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And another funny thing is, now that you brought that up, sorry, it's funny because I was actually skeptical about joining this team too at first because I was thinking, maybe I should join Smash Team 13 as well because I knew some people over there. But I also wanted to join the Retro Pixels as well because they were like the big machinima group in my eyes before Smash. It was always about the Retro Pixel. That was mainly the content I kept seeing on my YouTube feed during that time back then. But
interesting.
Yeah, I like dude, the fact like when I started my series that I basically got like if not two members from why am I forgetting the name now? God damn, you know who I'm talking about. I had Speed Demon and Lone Wolf. And they were like, I believe they were Link and Ganondorf and Link, not Link, Lucario for my team. I was like, bro, I didn't think I would get these people over here for my series. That's
Mm.
yeah. It's interesting how you start off so small, but then you meet some of these big people, and then you
Yeah,
just happen to
man.
like you connect with them in some way, even though you don't think you're gonna get that connection.
Yo.
Nate's back. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
That's good, bro.
Well, since the Nate's here, we may as well just ask him about how he became a member and what interested in him being the Justice Star.
Actually, let's put that question on hold real quick.
That's not
I
fair.
probably-
Come on, bro.
No, listen. I see we have a question in the chat. Bombo Game asked a while back. I applaud you for your patience, by the way. They asked, what was the first machinima you guys watched?
Okay, who should we start with?
You. No, Nate.
Nate
Start with Nate.
The summer date since he
Yes.
just got here.
He's the first one.
Yeah.
Definitely Smash King.
Yeah, that's big.
That's a certified classic right there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and answer this myself. By the way, in case it wasn't obvious, because I forgot to introduce myself earlier, this is actually Big West 99, who's been hosting most of this so far. But anyway, my first machinima is I don't have a first machinima.
You haven't seen a machinima?
No, I've seen a machinima, but like,
We're talking
okay,
about
let me
you
explain.
seen a machinima, bro.
Hold on. Let me explain. I could have worded that better, but what I'm trying to say is I'm mostly just a voice actor, but I got my start as a voice actor. It was like February 2018. I was looking on castingcall.club because I wanted to start, voice acting, and I found that was a good website to start. I found a casting call for a Super Smash Brothers machinima, which a lot of you guys might recognize as Junior by Isaiah Cow 1, who, by the way, I don't think they do this anymore. But yeah, so I guess technically that's my first machinima because I tried out. I saw there was a listing for Ancient Minister, and I was like, you know what, a robotic voice might be fun. So like, I did my own filter and everything. He ended up liking it, and I got cast. And that was my first time I ever joined I'll be honest, I actually had to make Discord for this. Because I ended up joining the Discord server, which, by the way, it's called Machinima Moonbase. So if you're in there and you're watching this, hi! But, yeah, so my first machinima, I guess, in a way, is Junior, because that's also how I got my start in voice acting, and I've come a long way since then, but I'll elaborate on that later. So I guess, long story short, my first machinima was technically Junior.
Shadow.
Oh, and Isaiah, and if you're watching this, I hope you revisit this series someday. I want to reprise that role so badly. Love you, baby.
Shadow.
All right. Well, the first machinima I watched, I'd probably say not exactly royalty up to SmashWonders, the melee version.
Oh, yeah, that's an old one.
That's an old one.
You see, I started out in old school, man.
It's a classic.
SmashWonders. Yeah. What?
Blaze,
what about you? What was the first machinima you've ever watched?
First, it was actually some melee Smash machinima that I forgot the name of, and then the second was School of Smash. It was a brawl one, and it was pretty
that's a
cool.
classic.
Yeah,
That's a classic. I've seen that several times.
I really liked it for what it was.
Oh, okay. So my first machinima is actually Fate Tan from We Do It 83.
Oh, that series. Yep.
Yeah. That series basically was started by whole two Link and Sonic connection thing when it comes to Smash Machinima. It's like, dude, I seen this show like several times, and I was like, bro, I want him to continue it. Sadly, it's canceled, but I'm like, hey, This basically what introduced me to Machinima as a whole. After that, it was Smash King, but Fate's Hand is where it started.
You know, some people actually call Fate's Hand the Smash King ripoff.
Yeah, I understand that.
There's definitely similarities between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was actually Blaze's second, which was School of Smash.
Oh.
And yeah, then it was what really drew me to it was during that time, as you know, based on my name, in my early days of a gamer, I was strictly a Mario and Sonic fanboy. So that was
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for the heads up. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.